everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have a defense that loves to quickly get off the field. The Vikings are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Buccaneers, who will need to find a way to move the football. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are indeed at the beautiful state-of-the-art U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. So the D-line's going to spread out. Jameis now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ready, let's go.
The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And this offense can air it out, and when they do, you have to key on Mike Evans.
And we do think about his catch radius first and foremost. A tall, lean receiver, but he actually can make some agile plays as well.
On second down, Martin. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, Winston. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I know I'm not in the rooting business, but I really like this kid, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. Good catch there. I'm just hoping he can stay on the field and have some good health.
Now the Bucs hoping so too. Limited to 16 games total his first 2 seasons combined.
He is quite a target for a young quarterback. Jameis Winston can grow with this guy, and boy, they can be a dynamic duo.
First down, Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Second down, Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Trey Waynes is a very aggressive cover corner player, learning how to add off coverage to his game.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Third and long for Winston. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Buccaneer place kicker, Roberto Aguayo now. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Three yards to go on 2nd down. Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 23 yards on the play. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
McKinnon looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
2nd down, Bridgewater. Out left side here to Bryant. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Time to feature the offensive starters and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
He's been to the Pro Bowl already, battled a few injuries, but he's back and better than ever. Has added a little yoga to his regimen in order to make him more nimble. That makes it that much harder for the defenders to catch him.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab.
Get ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Let's go.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Get ready! Blue 58. Blue 58.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go! Way 90! Way 90!
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Ayers able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The Vikings now heading onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Let's go!
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On the defensive side of the ball, we're going to look at the starters for Tampa Bay. And, Charles, how about Vernon Hargreaves?
A pick they were excited to make because in their division, they've got to have guys who can slow down some of the best receivers in the league. And Vernon Hargreaves fits that profile. Very sharp, very intelligent. He operates well on the corner.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Get ready! Blue 58. Blue 58.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete as well.
Now let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Looking middle, and that's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Six yards to go here on second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Second down, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And that's the first connection. The number 1 overall pick in 2015 finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Winston with a give to Martin. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Back to the ground, Martin. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. One receiver to the left is Evans. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
Let's go.
2nd down, Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Set. Way 90.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He completes it to Bryant. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Let's go. Way 90.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Set. Blue 58.
1st down, Bridgewater. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Dagger. Get ready. Way 90.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Gerald McCoy in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Set. Blue 58. Blue 58.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 16 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, the Vikings will call on their punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 2 interceptions already here in this 1st half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks. So you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Back near his own goal line, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Deep in their own territory. Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it out to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And quickly, they get to the line. They go play action here on 1st down. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. 13 yards there on the pickup, and that leads to a Minnesota 1st down.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
To throw, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Gerald McCoy coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Out left side here to Bryant. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's go. 180. Tiger.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spinning past him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Vikings.
Create more hype than what is there. But this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph. 23 yards on the play.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Let's go.
Here's Patty. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll give the Vikings a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Set. Blue landing.
Petty now. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Hey, check. Set. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Back to throw again. Screen play, McKinnon. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So it's a third field goal for him now, and he's accounted for all 9 of their points thus far.
And he's definitely keeping them afloat. But we say it so often, field goals are not going to win you games in the National Football League. They've got to find ways to start capitalizing when they get down near the red zone.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. The play clock's running down. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. And this is incomplete. Yards still left on second down. They'll come out in the pistol. A second down throw for Winston. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be third down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. On third down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want it.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Levante David not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Petty. And his throw is incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Jeff Locke now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right at the 35. He will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. They'll run here with Sims. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 2nd, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The point after now for Aguayo. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Petty now. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's 3rd down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding time. He's going to launch into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And a 10th carry here for Martin. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. First down, here's the run with Martin. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
Nope.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll look to throw again. Complete to right. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
No. Check. Now let's go.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down.
Now let's go.
Back to throw here. A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Patty. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here we go.
Petty now. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Fresh set of downs here. Play clock winding down. They run again on first down. Martin. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emerson Griffin in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taking it around the 40. Look at this spin. Balance. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Let's go. Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Levante David. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 10 yards to go on 3rd. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. 3rd down, it's Doug Martin. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Taken in at the 11. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got, and now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go now. Green.
Here's Petty. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.